What is up, guys? I'm Uriel Soto, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a mobile header menu in Elementor. So let's dive right into this. So let me just go over the basic things that you're going to need. First of all, you're obviously going to have you're going to need a theme installed, which I would highly suggest using the Hello theme. It's what I use for a lot of my websites. It's very lightweight and fast. The plugins that you're going to need are Elementor, Elementor header, footer, and blocks, ElementsKit Lite, full screen menu for Elementor, sticky header effects for Elementor. I'll have these also in the description down below as well. I'm sure most of you already created your menu as well. So just make sure that you already have that set up. So there's two ways of doing this. We can do it with ElementsKit and with header footer builder. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this with both. I'm going to be starting off with ElementsKit because it is fairly new. So they're both very similar, and they both do pretty much the same thing. Obviously this one has some other features as well, but the main one that we're focusing on is a header footer section that it allows you to do. So as you can tell, you're able to make a header, footer, and a section, and with the header footer builder plugin, you're able to do pretty much the same thing as well. You can click add new, you can create a header footer custom block, which is basically a section. But like I said, we're going to start off with ElementsKit. So go ahead and go into my templates. You're going to click on add new. You're going to you're going to call it whatever you want to call it. You're going to make this into a header, and we want this for the entire website. I know that some of you have asked in the past, how do you actually add it to just one specific page? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that at the end of this video. There is a lot of ways to do it. The first one is just having the pro version of Elementor. You could easily do it with that, and then there's other plugins as well. Since I am showing you guys how to make a mobile menu for free, we're not going to be purchasing any of those plugins. So just make sure that you click activate and click save changes. And then once you click save changes, go back and then click edit content, and then this will dive right into the Elementor. Okay, so we're gonna want to create a section. Now we do have to create a mobile let me actually do 3 of these. We do actually have to create the desktop version first to even go into the mobile version. So I'm just gonna add some basic stuff in here that we need, which is just gonna be the logo and the menu. I do have other videos where I go over creating a header menu on the desktop. So if you do need that, if you do need to know how to do that, then you can just go ahead and watch those other videos. This one is just something more detailed, just because I know that a lot of you have been having issues creating a mobile menu, and I just want to show you guys some like really cool ways on actually creating those. So let's go ahead and add our menu. I'm going to use this one, which is the nav menu here. I'm going to select the menu. Want this probably, you know what, that's fine. We'll just worry about that in the mobile version. So let's just focus on mobile because that is pretty much our main thing here. So let's go ahead and add our logo. Now, like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys 2 ways on doing this as well, within creating an actual hamburger bar or hamburger menu, nav menu, whatever you want to call it. So let's go ahead and actually make this about 80, and then let's shrink this. Make sure this is on the left side, and let's shrink this logo to about that, and then let's make this 20. Probably have this in the middle. Okay. Now we definitely want to have a different color for this hover. So let's go ahead and change that here. So that would be, go ahead and find that. Probably be over here, hamburger. Yep, it would be over here in hamburger under hover. Okay. So hamburger icon color. See if I can maybe change this to something else here. Let's do. You know what? I'm gonna do blue. I know that you guys probably have a specific color that you want to make your hover, which would just be the color that you guys use for your guys' website. So that's a very ugly color, but this is just an example, guys. So let's go ahead and make this white. There we go. Okay. So that works there. Then I would kind of want to make this a sticky header. So let's go ahead and actually go into advanced, go into sticky header. And right now we're just going to be focusing on mobile. Okay. So let's go ahead and save that. And then we want to view this, see here. See how this looks in mobile. Okay. But you know what I want to do, guys, really quick, so we could just really see how this menu actually looks like with a layout. Let's just add a template here really fast to my home page. So I'm just gonna do anything, any theme here, or any template that I think might go with this. Probably just one that has something. Let's see here. This one will actually go with it. Give it some time there to load. Let's make sure we select the right theme for it. Elementor full width. We save this. Okay. It's gonna remove this. Let's go to home page. All right, and let's do the part that we're mainly focusing on, which is just gonna be this here. Actually, I'm gonna move that there. And now we need to kind of fix up this area there. Now the issue is right now is I'm not seeing there's no sticky, which is kind of odd, and I think it's because we're not actually on my phone. We're not actually on the phone. But let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it's best used with Elementor Pro, but it should be able to work regardless. Okay. We can focus on the sticky a little bit later, because that's just kind of a bonus. So let's go ahead and actually work with this menu here. So we need to add a logo here first of all. So let's go ahead and add our logo in there. Now whenever we click on this, as you can tell, there's our logo there. We can either have this in the center. Okay. Honestly, didn't really make a difference, to be honest. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can make the logo a little bit bigger on the menu. Sometimes these plugins are they can be very limited on things that you can do. So yeah, that might just be the case. From the looks of it, they might not have that option, but I'm sure if they do, maybe you guys can find it in there. Okay. Now let's say we want to add a search as well on here. Let's go here and find a search. The good part about the Elements kits is that it does come with some really nice extensions. So this one right here is as you can tell, the search, and look how cool this search is. Like, this widget is really awesome. So let's probably make this about 20 as well, and then we're just gonna have to remove 20 off of here, and that would just be 60. So we clearly don't want that color because that color doesn't really go with the website. Let's see if they, okay, there we go. All right, so let's make this black. Oh, not this one. It's not that one. It would probably be this one. Here we go. All right, so let's make that black there. Does it have a, nope. That's fine. That actually goes. I honestly really like this search, which I'm gonna probably start using it on some of my other websites. Let's go ahead and make sure this is in the middle. And let's go ahead and view this. Now look at that. I know that this would probably be the active color, which we can remove as well. Now this is probably a little odd, right? I mean, you're probably looking at this and it's like, shouldn't this be a little bit closer to the actual hamburger little menu here? So what we're gonna do is just move this. Now it may look different when you do that, but on your phone, I can't really show you how it's gonna look like on your phone. You're just gonna have to test it out and really make sure you get the right sizing for it. But the first thing that I like to do is, first of all, just I would honestly, what I've done in the past is I just do no gaps just to make it as slim as possible. And then we could just go ahead and start adding some padding to this. So you can add it from the top, maybe 5 to the top. Oops. 5 to the bottom. Honestly, this one isn't necessary for me right now. I'm just gonna remove it because it's honestly really bothering me. So we can move this to the left. Actually, let's try to move this to the left. See if they have to. Yes, they do have the option for it, so that's great. I can move that to the left a little more if I need to. And then what I'm gonna do for this one is move this menu to the move this menu to the left. If I said the left, I meant the right. So let's see if I can do that. If not, we're just gonna have to do this old-fashioned way. Apparently it's already, actually we have to move this one. Yeah, we move this one to the right, which doesn't really seem to make a difference, right? That's weird. Let's go and review this again. Okay. So what I would do here in a situation like this is I would just add some padding to this. Probably start from the right and just try to move it as much as possible. The bad part about these free plugins is that they always have these little bugs that you have to deal with. Since they are free, we just kind of have to deal with those things, but I'll just show you how to fix those issues. So I think it's good where it's at right now. What I would actually do now is try to see if I can move this one here. Let's see, apparently, okay, so I can move this a little more right there. Let's go ahead and see how that looks. And like I said, this might look different on your phone as well, so make sure you just test it out. And you can test it out in various sizes as well by using this plugin, which I think I'll show you what this plugin, that actually looks pretty good there. So this Chrome extension, I actually forgot the name of it. Let me see if I could find the name of it here. Okay, Chrome extension. The name of this, let's see. I'm not sure if it's called this. This is something very large. You know what, guys? I'll have a link to it in the description as well, because I don't know the exact name of this Chrome extension, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably wondering. I know that you can view it how it looks like on here, but realistically, sometimes it's not really how it looks like. So at least from what I've been able to notice is that sometimes that's not what it looks like. But you can just tinker around with this, just depending on how it's looking on your phone. That's the part I would probably focus on the most. And just trying different sizes as well, because I could try this size, you know, I could try the iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPad, right? So this already looks pretty good to me. Let's just go to the home page and let's see how it looks there. So yeah, this already looks doesn't look bad to me. It looks like a regular menu. So oh, okay, there we go. So now the sticky header is actually working now, which is awesome. So what I would actually like to do now is make sure that the background, as you can tell, is a solid white. So transparent header. Let's go background header and let's make this one a white. And now let's go ahead and shrink this, and let's go to the home page. Okay, definitely a lot better. As you can tell, it is completely white. I'm really liking how this came out actually. So yeah, this looks really cool. Honestly, guys, I feel like this menu is even better than the menu that they have for the Pro version. I definitely am really liking this this little pop-up here. But you can also create a custom one with the pop-ups in Elementor Pro, but that's if you have the Elementor Pro version. So let's go ahead and see if we can remove those colors there. They're probably going to be the active colors. I know that if not, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure you guys can probably find a way to remove those colors. The color that I'm talking about is pretty much this color right here, that color and this color. So I'm sure you guys can find a way to remove that. If not, then just let me know. Let me see here if I could they should have an option for it, but like I said, sometimes since these plugins are free, they're like very limited. So okay, there we go. It could actually be this one. Seems like it would be this one, so no, it's not that one either. It's probably, yeah, it's definitely not that one. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that right there is one way of creating your mobile menu. So let me just double check that again. All right, so that looks good there. All right, so the other way would be to use just type in menu, because by now you would have added the plugin, and it's called full screen menu for Elementor, I think, something like that. That's what the plugin is called, and that plugin literally just comes with this widget here. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in there and just remove this one. So this one is pretty cool. I actually really like this as well. This is pretty much just a simple pop-up of your menu. So let's go ahead and add a white background to this actually, because as you can tell, this is kind of transparent there. So background color, let's make this white. Okay, probably want to make the text a little bit smaller, maybe something like this. You can change the font to whatever you want. If you even wanted to have a different color for the background, obviously you can have any sort of color. If you wanted to even make this a little bit transparent, just so then people can also see, I know that some websites have it, so then you can still see the website background as well. So we can do that as well. And this one off the bat is already good. If you've been using my padding suggestions, just by adding this right after that, or just by even doing this way, you know, maybe you want to do this instead of the other menu, you know, this one can also work for you as well. This one is definitely a lot more simple. So like I said, we're only focusing on mobile, so the desktop version is probably not going to look that great. So look at that, look how awesome that looks. So let's go to the home page here and just look at this. This menu is like really cool now. You can click on here. Like I said, you know, if you want to make this a little bit more I guess less transparent, so then you can see the text better and not the background, that you can go ahead and do that as well. That would just be your preference there. Let's see. Okay, so now that we have that set up, the last thing that I was gonna show you was pretty much how to actually display this mobile menu. Or you know what, let's say you want to have a different mobile menu type on a different page, right? You want the menu to be different than this one. So the only way that I know right now to do it when you're on the free version is pretty much just adding it to the page and just making the entire page a canvas, or pretty much, yeah, just creating it creating it as a canvas. So you would do here, let's go over here and go to pages. Actually, you know what? Something I honestly almost forgot. I was actually going to show you guys how to create the menu in the header builder. So let me go in there real quick and click add new. It's pretty much literally the same exact process, guys. So you're just going to click header. We're going to click header there. You're going to click edit with Elementor. Okay, and we're having an issue there. So I'm guessing we're probably having an issue because the other plugin is most likely interfering with it. So let's go ahead and maybe disable it for now. Let's disable this. Go to appearance, go to header footer builder. Sorry about almost forgetting there. Yeah, oh, nope, I guess I was wrong. Maybe we might need to delete it altogether. So let's go to kits. Let's go to header footer builder. And you know what, guys, if this does not work, for some reason, guys, I don't know why this is not working for me. But basically what you would do is just click with Elementor, click with edit with Elementor. What you would do is basically grab the menu that we just created, copy this, go in there. Once you click Elementor, paste it, and that's pretty much it, and just save it. And it should already be working. Whatever a plugin you use, whether you use the header footer template or you use the ElementsKit. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys probably use the ElementsKit because that was the one that we started off with, which is totally fine. You can just use that one instead. So and you know what, that would probably help you guys out, because then you can have, you know, you could just remove the other plugin. You don't have to have both. And to be honest, The Elements kits does come with some other widgets, and they're also really cool as well. So you guys can just go ahead and do that as well. And then I think in my one of my other videos, I actually did use header footer builder. So you can go ahead and just watch that video and see how I did it there, regardless, and then just use that same process that I just showed you. For some odd reason, it's not working. So yeah. Sometimes, like I said, with these free plugins, you really just don't know. So let's go ahead and go in here onto my templates, and I'm just gonna I'm going to reactivate that, and then I'm going to show you guys how you guys can add a menu pretty much on any page. Sorry, a different menu on any page, basically. So let's go ahead and just create a new page here. And let's call this one the about page. Publish. Okay, and obviously, as you can tell, we already have our menu here, right? I know it probably looks horrible to you, but we were only focusing on the mobile version. So what you would do right now is just add your design in here, whatever that may be. I'm just gonna add this one just because I don't want to use the same template that I used last time. Okay, so what we're gonna do is make this into a canvas, which will pretty much just make the entire thing full screen. Like, it would basically just remove the header and footer. So what you would need to do is just add your different theme on here. Pretty much just, you know, grab it, click copy and paste, or you can just design it on here if you need to. So let's say this one's, for some odd reason, I don't know, there's times where we just have a different menu where it's a different logo, and then the background is black, right, or something like that, you know. And then you would basically just add your footer here, whether it's going to be a different footer, and then pretty much it, guys. That's the only option right now, is you just have to do it within the actual page itself. So yeah, and as you can tell, let's go and do this in, you know, in the mobile version there. So if we go to the home page, you'd probably see that there'd be a different menu. So that's how I would kind of go about doing it. Let me go back into the header here and show you guys one more thing, because I remember one of you guys asked me, you're like, how do you separate these? So let's say that you want your header, your desktop menu to look different, to look way different than your mobile menu, and they're just not configuring right for some odd reason. The responsiveness, you can't get the responsiveness right, you know. Or for instance, for this one, right, because this one only gives you the mobile menu, it doesn't give you a regular menu, right? So let's duplicate this one, and actually, sorry, let's yeah, duplicate this one. Let's duplicate this one. This one is going to be our mobile menu, and we can go to responsive, make this mobile. This one is going to be our tablet section. So go ahead and actually make this, oops, go ahead and optimize this a bit here. I'm just gonna do this very, very quick, guys. So yeah, so let me click on this here. Let me center this. Oops. If it doesn't center, like I said, these plugins aren't perfect sometimes. So yeah, it's definitely not going to do that. So what I would probably do is just make this maybe, you know, I don't know, just make that 20. Let's see, actually, you know what, let's make this 10. Make this at least 10. We're not gonna need this because this is our actually, you know what, yeah, this is gonna be our tablet menu. So this is just something that I want to do very quick, guys. I honestly don't want to take that much of your time on this as well. Let's just move that there. Make this 70%. Oops, not 70, probably 60% or 50%. There we go. That will be the tablet version. So now, as you can tell, the visibility is pretty much we're heading it on desktop and we're heading it on mobile. Now the last one would be the desktop version. So let's go ahead and go into the desktop version. Same thing here. We'd probably end up moving this probably like this. Don't worry about the background. Sure, the background we can remove that if anything. I'm not really sure if it's that or if it's just glitching out. It might just be glitching out. So let's go ahead and make sure that we hide this on mobile, hide this on tablet, and show on desktop. Now, like I said, guys, this is just showing you guys the responsiveness. I'm not gonna completely optimize these. I'm sure you guys can probably watch my other videos where I show you guys how to optimize every menu so it all looks really good, which is just kind of messing around with actual padding. But that would be pretty much how you make sure that every actually platform, whether it's, you know, mobile, tablet, or desktop, has a separate specific header. Just in case you guys didn't know, but if you guys did, then you guys probably aren't watching this part. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comment sections. And if you guys want any more videos like this, we'll just make sure to subscribe so then you end up seeing those later on.